You can access SAP systems using front-end programs with a variety of designs. All SAP solutions are, however, accessible using a general front-end program, the SAP GUI, or graphical user interface. The SAP GUI is the standard program for accessing almost all SAP solutions. Several variants of the SAP GUI are available. These variants are all graphically equivalent, but adapted for use in different environments. For the sake of simplicity, further descriptions refer to the SAP GUI for the Windows environment. An SAP screen can contain the following simple screen elements. Command field, you can start applications directly by entering their transaction code in the command field. This is hidden by default. You can find the transaction code for an application either in the overview menu on the SAP Easy Access screen, in the status bar, or in the application itself under System Status. Menu bar, the menu bar is the top line of any primary window in the SAP system. The menus shown here depend on which application you are in. These menus may also contain cascading menus. Standard toolbar, the push buttons in the standard toolbar are shown on every SAP screen. If they are not available in an application, push buttons that you cannot use on that screen are deactivated. If you place the cursor over a push button for a short time, the system displays a tooltip with the name or function of the push button. If appropriate, the corresponding function key setting is also displayed. Title bar, the title bar names the function that you are currently in. Application toolbar, this shows the push buttons available in the application that you are currently in. Checkboxes, checkboxes allow you to select several options from a group of fields. Radio buttons, you can only select one option. Tab, this allows you to organize several screen areas to improve clarity. Status bar, the status bar displays information on the current system status, such as warnings and errors. You can also change the display variant to show, for example, the transaction code of the transaction you are currently in. Other elements include, for example, input fields and push buttons. The SAP Fiori Launchpad is a shell that hosts SAP Fiori apps and provides services such as navigation, personalization, embedded support, and application configuration. It is the entry point to SAP Fiori apps on mobile and desktop devices. The Launchpad displays a home page with tiles, which can display live status indicators, such as the number of open tasks. Each tile represents a business application that the user can launch. The SAP Fiori apps on the home page are arranged in tile groups. The user can personalize the layout of the home page by grouping, moving, and removing tiles. The user can also add, delete, rename, and reorder groups. The ability to personalize the home page must be enabled in the Launchpad configuration. To add tiles to groups, the Launchpad provides a tile catalog, which displays all the tiles that are available to a user. The terms user interface, or UI, and user experience, or UX, stands for two different ways of thinking. UI, from a software perspective, describes the interface between the user and the device. It aims at maximizing efficiency during use. UX takes on the perspective of the end user and aims to improve motivation and emotion not only during use, but also before and after. UX tries to create a positive and motivating experience for the user. User data is stored in the system by client, that is, you can, for instance, log on to client 400 in your system, but you will not have a user for client 100, even if your system has a client 100. The data for a particular user within a client is called the user master record. Various user types exist, depending on the structure of the specialized area and the IT department, as well as the degree of digitization. However, In almost every company, there are three basic user types. Occasional user only uses the system, and therefore, needs simple and easy-to-use applications. In many cases, single-step transactions are executed. Expert or key user. A fully trained SAP user knows the processes and the available applications in detail. This user often uses multiple systems and different UIs. Developer or programmer has detailed process and system knowledge and deals with the adaptation and extension of the existing applications. They usually look after several applications with different UIs.